What's on it on my shirt? I went up a phone. She say this so oh, she got on my feet. Oh, so hot, too hot to touch. You feel it too much for range. Put your man on Instagram, go show his cool rubbers on my line. I feel my tank in every jumping. We can do it. Up and down, up and walk out and lay it down like I could Barbie and them watching those barking, beating it like we got a problem. Papa, he called me Papa, thinking like me, popping number, brother, wood, second out, and I got the bank, popping rock. Why her cup the wide and freaking got the body number, brother, wood, second out, and I got the bank, popping rock, why her we gonna be proud. We gonna be proud. We gonna be proud. Just like that, you know. Like a star. He can lay down. Say he can lay down. Lay down. Lay down. A kind of young cheesy. Hey, live on location. Daniel Sizes Rose goes in stones in the Valley of the Sun. Beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. Headed to Loso Nevo's Park. Do the sunset live. Got something new here on YouTube. So those who are used to the normal routine on YouTube, you got afternoon live 1 hour workout. Where we walk and talk it out. And we double back. Sunset, do it live. I'll get around to in some other spots. But in the meantime, keep it straight as an arrow. The straight path, you know what I mean? To the straight. You know, it's fundamentally it's that simple. You know, there's a need in my life to take care of my health. My doctors tell me this. The blood tests, everything's telling me this. The most practical to diet and exercise. You know what I mean? Very. I'm almost there. It's that the thing is like I said about the straight and narrow. Like it's a straight path there. Like I an exercise at my age to see another day and a better day. You know what I mean? Then I got. Doesn't it make sense to you know what I mean to go to the gym or to exercise and to consider my health and what I'm eating and whatnot? You know what I mean? Like, doesn't it make sense? See to me, huh? Huh, Sarah? For real, huh? I'm on my way. Living a demonstration. Possibly sitting on the track because I'm a pride. Yes, so survivor. Living the dream, baby. Living the dream, living the dream. Living the dream, living the dream. Soul survivor, baby. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and drop me a comment. If you a writer, tap in, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, drop a comment. Y'all the real ones. So all the real ones out there really living, not the studio gangsters. We ain't fucking with no studio gangsters around this parts. No studio. This is we going into 2026, dog. You got to show and prove now in the YouTube streets and the YouTube yard. You got to get up, get out, and get something now. You know what I mean? You got to live an example. If you're going to say you doing some good, you got to show you doing some good. It's 2026, baby. These fools repeating the same cycle 8 years running. Now, man. To the window, to the wall. Hey, tell them motherfuckers come outside, please, hey. In 2026, you gotta go show something. You can't be doing this shit outside of your neck, dog. Talking about this celebrity fight. Let's set up the YouTube boxing match. Nah, man. And the 2026, we trying to show something. We trying to see something. We ain't trying to all this same old sitting there like, who you gonna talk about today, dog? Come on, man. Come on, that's it. That's what you have. I'm hoping I'll get here in time to sunset. I'm just like, actually, I just made, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I took some of that turkey from Thanksgiving and made me a motherfucking tamale pie. Took a half a bag of Doritos, you know what I mean? That motherfucking turkey, season that shit up, you know what I mean? Yeah, I made me a little spread, homie. Chopped up some motherfucking tomatoes, some lettuce, you know what I mean? No, we do. I've been there too, dog, you know what I mean? Yeah, just because I don't be sitting there like I don't make a show of this shit don't mean that I ain't been there too. You know what I mean? I'm just not stuck in prison now. You know what I mean? Like I'm outside. I'm trying to show the people outside. You trying to take them inside? You outside, homie? Quit talking about that stupid shit. Scared of all that shit, bro. You talking a whole? Hey, you would be talking about a whole bunch of whole shit. Just get low, bro. To the window, homie. Hey, tell them fools tap in tonight. Tell your favorite YouTuber tap in. I gotta make sure I unlock my keys in this bitch again. again. I locked my keys in there last time. I'll keep these motherfuckers in my hand though this time. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna do that, homie. You know why I'm finna do that? You're gonna say, I think I'm black, huh? Cause I say I'm finna do that. I'm from the projects, dog. I say streets. I come from the streets. I come from the streets of Phoenix. I'm from the projects. You have to be from the projects to understand that, dog. Like we're different. We don't give a fuck how everybody else does their thing. Dog, projects does our thing different. We're different Chicanos, homie. We're different Mexicanos. We're different fucking Negros, homie. We're different everything. Especially in Dupleville projects. You can ask anybody out here. I don't know about where you're from, homie. I don't know how they get down. I don't know how it go. But like right here, it's Los Olivos Park. Look. Watch out no mas. Look, it's a beautiful sunset. I, you know, I got out of here a little late. My apologies. So I couldn't get a better glow. You know what I mean? But I think maybe tomorrow, man, I'll go down to Tempe Town Lake. The only thing is where I normally would park at, these motherfuckers got that shit blocked off. So I can't. You know what I mean? Sarah, Mark A. Houston, what's up, brother? What's good? What it do? What's cracking, brother, man?
We out there at the park for the sunset live, for the sunset roast. You know, as the sun sets, we gotta put we gotta put that motherfucking shish on the Barbie. You know what I mean? So I just try to, like that's what I would like to see. You know what I mean? You gotta tap in somewhere and watch something different, dog. Like I don't want to see this. I don't want to see no fucking, ex pintos fucking talking about like a whole bunch of extra nonsense, dog. Like they've been carrying on too long about these prison stories. They've been out for years, dog. How they can still be talking the same shit? That part I don't understand. Like, have you not had enough of the same war stories, dog? Sitting there trapped. Hey man, why don't you get out and show the people the world, dog? Like, why don't you why don't you show them something other than, you know what I mean, your new hats in the background, dog? And did you get any new hats? You know what I mean? Tell us about your new hats. Hey, I like the new hats, new cap. Look, it's cool. Hey, yay. That ought to sell the show today. Shaggy duggy quack quack. So yeah, I'm out here at Los Olivos Park. If you're out here in Phoenix, man, come join me. You know what I mean? Come join me on these sunset walks and talks. And I don't like in the daytime, on the afternoon. I'm doing my walk, my power walk. I'm doing my exercise. So it be going down at the parque, homie. I'm trying. I'm trying to keep this live. Now I'm post. Or Seagull post right here. Oh, never mind. I'm just I'm post. Let's sit it down right here. Who we got sitting down right now? Look at that shit, bro. Stay golden, pony boy. Like I say. One real one was cracking. What it do? Yeah, I was telling you that yesterday. I appreciate the love. Oh, there's the other one too. Where my boy at? Mark A. Houston. I forgot about you too. Hey, I got you right there, moderator. Yeah, I'm just out here. Gabriel Lee, Gabe Owners loves you. I appreciate the love, Gabriel Lee. Downsized Rose, Goes and Stones loves you too, bro. Appreciate the love. I appreciate you guys tapping in and just enjoying the evening with me. You know what I mean? Wherever you are, I don't know where you. Matter of fact, start this. Where you guys tapping in from? Give me the time of day where you're at, so I know what time. Cause like I said, I'm on Mountain Standard Time, but even people on Mountain Standard Time, we don't. Arizona don't change our clocks. We don't turn the time back. So right here it's 5:17. It's 4:17 in San Diego. All right. See, that shit gets confusing to me for reals, dude. Like, just leave it alone. It's all right. The clock didn't do nothing to you. Oh man. And you have to understand the history of daylight savings. Like, it's really some slave master kind of shit, dude. Like, look at the history of it. And that's why, like, there's been push lately, and since I've been out of prison this time, that um they've been pushing legislation to do away with daylight savings because that shit don't make no sense, dog. What is it? What is it? You turn back time in fall, and then you move it forward in spring, right? You know what I mean? It's like, and that's hey, bro, and that's twice a year. You got to do that shit, dog. Like, I wonder what that does to your internal like polar like. I know, hey, for real. Hey, and my prima's out there in Texas. She'll be out here February for the family reunion. They're out there in Dallas and shit, and it's the same shit when we talk. Cause like I remember my first trip to Dallas when I was living out there. I mean, not to Dallas, to Texas, when I was first living out there, and that was the one thing, that jet lag on that first trip fucked me up, dude, because like it don't matter, dude. I'm on Phoenix time. I'm on 6:02 fucking Arizona time. No matter where the fuck I am, because I gotta call back home. What time is it? You know what I mean? Like I don't. You know what I mean? Like I'm always on Arizona time, dog. We don't play. And that's then my cousin said that same shit too. Like, man, that should be fucking me up, man. It's fucking. But everybody says that shit. Chaz 19921. Ah, bruh. How come no one on live want to talk about the great American hero of 1831, Nat Turner? What did he do? What do you mean nobody don't want to talk about him? uh, hold on a minute. You act as if Nat Turner, the history of Nat Turner, is a secret or something, dog. Come on. That's not it's a question of whether or not people themselves have studied it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a question of interest. Like, right, listen, you're talking about Nat Turner. Who's Nat Turner in comparison to this man right here? When I'm publishing theses right now that are fucking blowing everybody's shit out of the water. What I'm yet to publish blows all of them out of the water. What this revolutionary is capable of yet doing blows every last one of them out of the water. And that goes for any last one, any and every revolutionary today that's standing up against injustice. We listen. Our names right now are far greater than any motherfucker ever, dude. I don't give a fuck who you're talking about. Martin Luther King cannot stand up to the fight and resistance and the revolution of those of us right now. Fuck that. Hell no. Dog, we're in this fucking fight right now. I don't give a fuck about an ancestor, dog. We are on this fucking front line right now. Them motherfuckers ain't nothing but shining objects on a motherfucking mantle, dog. I don't give a fuck about that. That's inspiration. That's aspiration. That's some shit you carry along with you. But that ain't my motherfucking hero, dude. Nah, this motherfucker right here is my motherfucking hero. Right here, dude. The spirit in this motherfucker. I don't give no fucks about the rest. Study the history of this man right here. Because the revolution is being televised right now. Fuck what they did then, homie. We're up to bat right now. Fuck who was last and fuck who's got next. We on deck now, dog. We on deck now, dog. Uh-uh. We up now, homie. I don't give a fuck who got next. There ain't gonna be no next when we done. It's time for us to stand up and see in ourselves a far greater fight and a far greater need to fight than any one of them that was behind us, because that shit's all behind us. Get behind me with that shit. Back to the bus with that shit, because we up front right now. We got to fight this injustice, this racism, this bigotry, this fucking all of it right now. That shit was in. This is now. They ain't got this technology. They ain't got this savagery. They ain't got none of it. They ain't got none to deal with it, what we got to deal with. Nope. So, you know what I mean? Far greater potential in us than there ever was in them. All they did was pave the way for. Now it's on us to bridge the gap. You know what I mean? They got all them only got us so far in the fight. We still here. We still having our shit taken from us. The real term one, we need to discuss how Rocky 3 ended. Good luck with what? Bridging the gap. You see, that comes from the heart of one who's in denial themselves. You're the obstacle. You don't realize that you yourself are the obstacle to your own success in life because you just said it. You just said it. Good luck with that. No, I'm going to proceed with that. I'm going to succeed with that. We will die and bleed over that. You, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I still bridge the gap nonetheless, no matter what. You're still here. I still keep people listening. I still keep people questioning their own reality. I still keep challenging people to learn. I still keep teaching and training people all the while, so it doesn't matter. Disagree or disagree, it's still gonna be me. He say it sound good. What do you mean ain't nobody doing nothing today? I'm right here doing it right now. You mean ain't nobody doing nothing today? I'm under DHS investigation for death threats against the president. You want me to remind you that they found a sniper's nest in a motherfucking tree at Mar-a-Lago, and you know who spelled that shit out for him? I did. You know who was the one who authored the blueprint of the fucking January 6th attack? I did. You know why it came out of Arizona? Because I authored that shit right here on Facebook. You know who was following me? Every last one of them motherfucking representatives who were involved in it, including all of them buffoons who were part in the plot. Ah, she didn't know that though, huh? No, because you're following. No, you're the one who stepped on there talking about some old shit from the 1800s. I don't give a fuck about no slave from the 1800s. Fuck you talking about? You trying to take me back to the plantation with who? I ain't trying to go there. No, they broke them chains for us. We here now. We got a whole other issue to deal with. We got Obamacare that's breaking the fucking bank. You know what I'm saying? We got the insurance company and the pharmaceutical companies who bought out the DNC and their entire platform. So long as the pharmaceutical companies and the insurance lobby they're paying for the Democratic Party platform, then guess what? Nurses and doctors work for free. You know why? Because nurses and doctors are paid out of the payroll tax. So insurance money that's paid that goes to the insurance companies that's taken out of the payroll tax to pay for the healthcare costs of Obamacare, guess what? They just take the same tax dollars that they're making the fucking doctors work for and paying them in it. But you didn't know that, did you, huh? JC, don't listen to these comments, brother. They're just, hey, I know they are. I know they are. I know they exactly they are. I listen. I know a bigot and a racist when when they chime in. I already get it. I know an inferiority complex when it pops up. It tries to act all superior in its representation, but it's none of that. Nat Turner, 1800s. What are you talking about? Go on my Facebook. Listen, I got links on my Facebook. I published thesis today, 3 of them that blows Nat Turner out of the fucking water. Fuck Nat Turner, homie. You're talking the 1800s. What the fuck is he doing now? What the fuck is he doing now, homie? I know his history. I know the whole fucking history of slavery, dog. Fuck you talking about? I know the entire. Listen, dude, I do nothing but study American history. Fuck you talking about? You want to talk about how they were breeding the fucking slaves too, huh? You want to talk about the various plantations in which the slaves were being bred, huh? Where they were being groomed at and shit. You want to talk about that? Cause I can get into all of it, homie. I can speak to every horrors that fucking existed in American history. I know exactly what they did to all of the fucking people. So what the fuck are you talking about, stupid? No, you're ignorant. You're an ignorant racist individual. I know that. What about Nat Turner? What about Nat Turner? He's dead. What about him? What about the struggle we're in today? What about this president right now who's trying to strip us? What about the people that are coming up missing right now? Huh? What about that? What about the police brutality that we're suffering right now? What about that? Who gives a fuck about what happened in the 1800s, dude? We got cops killing us for no motherfucking reason on the streets. We're killing ourselves over gangs and colors and drugs and shit. And you're sitting there talking about Nat Turner? Fuck Nat Turner gonna do today? What the fuck is Nat Turner gonna do for us today, huh? You tell me teaching Nat Turner in the neighborhood is gonna do anything in Chicago right now when these motherfuckers are drilling. You think them motherfuckers in old block give a fuck? You think teaching them the history of this shit's gonna fucking matter? When motherfuckers are poor, broke, and hopeless? How in the fuck does that offer them hope? How in the fuck does that offer them jobs? How in the fuck does that offer them a future? To take a look back, make America great again, motherfucker? Cause you a blind, bigoted bastard? Nah, motherfucker, you got life fucked up. I don't idol worship. I don't do idolatry. That motherfucker ain't no more important to me today than any other motherfucker was in the past. My father or his father. Cause they can't walk a mile in my shoes. Not in the least bit. Don't ever let that slip your motherfucking mind, fool. Yeah, you are. Because you seem to put a priority on one man. You seem to idol worship one man. You seem to think that the history of one man is going to solve some problems here. That's the issue. And see, let's consider something here. You could have just left the conversation a long time ago. And see, the real term one right here, you see, it was only a matter of time, like I said earlier. I said this earlier. I pointed out earlier that there would always be a duel. There would always be two of them in unison, just like that. Just like that. You would always see them, and there would be that one, like that one, the real term one. The trail right there. You see? You see how it always works out? It's easy to expose these trolls for who and what they are because the games they play it's that typical. They do it all the time in tandem. There's always two of them. Oh fuck. All right, I'm a clown. Listen. There you go. I'm still at the park bench. What topic, stupid? What do you Okay, fucking ramble on about Nat Turner. Tell us what the fuck it is you want to tell us about Nat Turner. What the fuck about Nat Turner's history mattered to what the fuck the conversation was about anyway? Stupid. Because you injected that dumbass shit to begin with, motherfucker, while you're talking about off topic. You can't even keep up with the fucking conversation, dude. Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's it. Listen, that's some old New York ass motherfucker, dog. Like, the mentality of a New York East Coast motherfucker is on stupid shit like that. Those are the type of racist motherfuckers that come out of there, dog. That's some real shit. That's some real shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's real shit. Look at how I do these trolls. It's like if you got a problem with a motherfucker that's got his voice turned up in a park preaching, motherfucker, if I want to stand on this motherfucking table and start screaming about Jesus Christ, motherfucker, guess what, stupid? You look dumb. This is a public fucking venue, retard. If there's ever a fucking place to stand up and preach and teach and want to fucking reach the public, you don't go into a closet, motherfucker, like a church house, you ignorant fuck. You stand out in the public and you speak your piece. You shout that shit out to everybody so they hear it. Now, you don't go run in a fucking closet and hide like these cowards on YouTube. Cowards on this bitch, dog. You name them. You name any content creator on YouTube from California that's in a gang, and I'll call them a coward, dog. Because you know what? They ain't gonna go outside. They ain't gonna never go outside live every day and show themselves where they're at because they're scared, dog. They'll tell you they're fucking scared. Nah, I'm proving a motherfucking point at a park, homie. You know what ain't gonna show up here? No shit stains like that. This is how ignorant these people are. You go stand out on the corner and you preach the word of God. You don't go in a fucking closet like these fake ass pastors. Every last one of them fools is damned. You can read the scriptures and says what you can read exactly what every apostle and prophet says about that shit and know that they're damned for doing it. You ain't never supposed to build no fucking altar like they do. You ain't never supposed to build no fucking temple like they have. You ain't never supposed to worship in the fashion that they do. You ain't never supposed to make all these graven images and shit like they do. Now listen, if you, I don't care how old you are. If you call me Unc, you're too young to be on my channel even speaking to me and telling me my voice is too loud. Boy, get the fuck out of the room. Little boy, get your fucking ass in the room and shut the fuck up. Like, little boy, get in the fucking room. Go in the fucking room. Go sit in the fucking corner. Go in the fucking room. It's grown people talking here. If you can't handle the tone, motherfucker, put some earplugs in your motherfucking ears. On some real shit. you you tapped in on a live with the motherfuckers at a park. Hey, pull up though. That What's up, Sarah? What are you talking about? What's cracking? What you got going on? Yo, it's beautiful out here. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening. I get to roast retards. They get hey, I be laughing. This is the funny thing is like these motherfuckers can't handle it. Listen, it shows to me how sissified people are. Truly. When you can't handle a man raising his voice. Like you can't handle a man raising his voice at a park. Why? Why you can't handle a man raising his voice at a park? Yo, what? Hey, Sarah, what are you talking about? Now you're stop. If you're not listening, I'm gonna reproach you for spamming if you do that again. Because you ain't saying nothing. You're not saying absolutely nothing. You keep just spamming my comments. Like, what are you trying to say? Say something. Ask a question. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You keep carrying on about nothing. Let's talk about Nat Turner. Fuck Nat Turner. Let's talk about your mama, motherfucker. What your mama look like? Huh? What your mama look like? Sarah, why you crying? Come over to the park. You know what I'm saying? Go pull up at the park. Quit crying. You shedding tears all on my shit. You keep doing that. You ain't saying nothing like I said. You do it again, you know what's gonna happen. See, now you're just proving to me you're a kid. Like you really are. This is like you're not even an adult for real. Let's take a nice little peaceful walk through the park, dude. I get to listen. I get to roast these little YouTube superstars from California on here. I get to roast them. Think about that. You know what I mean? These little wannabe superstars out of California. They really think they're all that, huh? I be roasting them, huh? Tell the truth. Hey, tell the truth. Who be roasting California? Even my cousin got to call me on that shit, bro. Chill out. You be laughing, dog. Like, sock check, homie. Come on. Hey, listen. While all these other fools, they be swinging, huh? How many of these other YouTubers, especially not from California, they be swinging? Like this little character out here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? The little the little cut conversation. That little cuck show. You know what I'm talking about, bro. I need to quit, dog. Let's leave him alone. They little sensitive. It's mind blowing to me, dude. Like honestly, how tough these dudes act on here on YouTube. Like they really flex their chest, dude. They really pump their chest out and all this shit, dog. And these motherfuckers don't even go outside, homie. They got motherfuckers sold on these stories, dog. You know, vainglory shit long time ago. Like, and they really got motherfuckers convinced that motherfuckers are really something, dog. And they don't even go outside, bro. Think about this shit. These motherfuckers won't dare do this shit. I mean, how entertaining can it be? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me that shit's played out. You sitting there like watching the same. I'd rather just watch a newscaster, dog, than that. That ain't even like, you know what I mean? Like,
Dribble to the middle of the court. The center was not come to left all the way in the middle. All we had to do was dribble to the middle and throw the ball down. Go to the goal. We had 2 times.
it's beautiful out here, man. I tell you, I love this park. It provides me peace of mind, provides me tranquility. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Like, I can walk in peace and harmony just like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's all there's always when it's a disruption from without. Watch, without fail. Because today, like I said, I got a series of thesis that's I got two already posted. I got one that's there that I need to post, and then I need to continue pressing them. So I'll press, I'll copy paste, post, and then by the time that one's done printing up, I copy paste, and then I have the next one printing up. So I post. And this begins with the history of the pharmaceutical companies and its relationship to the U.S. military and how the every war is crucial to the testing ground of all pharmaceuticals, all of them. And what they've tested, what like just based on what we do know publicly concerning MK Ultra and other studies. And then like when you understand the history of OSS and then how and why they formed CIA, and who was involved and what was involved, because you got to understand something. It's just as much about what was involved as who was involved. Right. So we're looking for these people to blame, but we're not understanding that these people that to blame used weapons against us. They weaponized pharmaceuticals, they weaponized television, they weaponized radio, they weaponized literature, they weaponized the education institutions, the universities, like all of it. So what this series of thesis does is it opens up the gates, right? So you can take any one of those theses and you can then go into study every facet of it, right? And you'll just be blown away by what you learn from any one thesis. Just by anything that catches your attention, questioning it and doing searches on it, you'll see. And then that shit just gives you, that's just one thesis. That's just the opening of this shit. And then when you start getting into how, because you get into it gets into the formation of OSS, CIA signals, and what I mean, like all this shit, the advent of television, um, like it speaks on the insurance companies and all this, because it gets to this point. Now, when I get to this point, I need to go back, and that's what I need to do is I need to pick them apart for myself, because I want to go to a particular era, and I want to start in the 1970s and pick it apart because that's when it came to light that this study was done. So you have to understand something, that one, what was destroyed, right? Okay, based on what we do know, you can conclude the study yourself, right? There's enough. Listen, based on the knowledge that we know that the DSM-1, DSM-2 are formed at this point. These are based on all of the studies that come out of the fucking Holocaust. You know what I mean? All these fucking concentration camps, all this shit, dude, all this war, all this shit was studied. OSS during World War II, um, they had a palace in San Francisco where they were taking POWs and they were treating them like royalty, and they would wine them and dine them and shit. And they found it. That's where the saying comes from about in vino veritas. Um, is because that they found that they got more information, more valuable, useful intelligence when with alcohol applied within those settings. They were more pliable and they gave up far like the accuracy of the intelligence that they provided was spot on, as opposed to turning somebody upside down, you know what I mean, inverting them like that, fucking putting a fucking towel over their face and dumping water on them over and over and over again, fucking putting the shit off, like simulating drowning. That shit's fucking cruel. There's ways of resisting, but the operators are trained to the operators are trained to catch that. So you're standing over somebody and you're doing that, you'll know that they're timing their breath. That's just cruel, dude. Like, trust me, man. The horrors of war. It's the only way to describe it. You know, they say it's necessary. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe so. You know what I mean? Because it's proved to be ineffective. So it's just crueler than usual for the sake of cruelty. And some of these fools, dude, like when you're talking about Delta Force operators and Ranger operators and SEALs and shit, these fools are sick. No, dude. The worst horrors are committed by these people. The worst atrocities that man are capable of committing right now are being committed by our special forces all over the globe. Think about it. The worst atrocities by our own special forces, Delta operators. You motherfuckers don't care. Listen, dude, you got to understand the level of cruelty when you're dealing with shit like that. Like, I was watching a video yesterday. There's a case out of Brazil. A reporter was tortured. He's kidnapped, tortured, fucking burnt. Well, he had went undercover. And he had actually gotten a bunch of them arrested and convicted and shit already. But he came from that neighborhood. You know what I mean? He came from that very neighborhood and shit. He grew up there. And so he had got word that they were having these hold on. Oh, so they were having these public with these underage girls, dude. All these men just ravaging them, savages, dog, in public. And so he went undercover. He got spotted, dude, because he had like a fanny pack with a little camera in it, and a kid scouted him. He seen a red little butt. He seen a red light inside that bag, dude. He got close enough up on dude to fucking know to see that red light. Went and alerted him. They snatched him up, and they had to shoot it out to go in there and get them dudes out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like these are drug traffickers, dude. These are drug traffickers sending drugs to America that are doing that to children, dude. You know, people celebrate El Chapo, but people forget El Chapo's fucking wife was underage when he started fucking with her. She was a teenager, dog. She was skeezing when he started fucking with her. But everybody want to look at Chapo. They want to talk about, all the dope and all this other shit. But they don't. But people don't see him for the pedophile that he was, dude. He liked underage girls, dude. He liked them that age. That little punk motherfucker really liked him like that, dog. But you get motherfuckers here that, because they think this gangster shit and all this other shit is to be glorified and everything else. They'll look to Chapo and all the drug dealing and shit like, yeah, he was this or that. But yeah, no, he was a pedophile too. But you ain't gonna talk about that, huh? You ain't gonna celebrate that with Al Chapo. And then, saying like with Mayo, like, these fools are rats. These fools was working with the fucking man, these motherfuckers had deals all along. Dude, that's the thing about all of it. That's the one thing that I learned in my experience there, dog. That everybody is just a fucking puppet, dude. You know what I mean? And when the powers that be are ready to shift like they were, you know what I'm saying? Then you see what happens, dude. You see exactly how that shit plays out because what happens? First, in December of 2013, Macho Preto disappeared. He disappears. Now you have to understand the contract to get fucking Chino Anthrax was because Chino Anthrax had control of the fucking tunnels. So los Talibanes wanted him out. They wanted Anthrax out of the way. Los Chapitos were crying to fucking los Talibanes because they wanted los Talibanes to protect them in Culiacan. At the time, nobody was safe in Los Mochis and fucking Wamuchi. Even the Zetas were pushing in at that time. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't what motherfuckers think here in America, like your little Americanized fucking drug lord fucking thoughts that you have of this shit, dude. There ain't no love in that shit, dude. There ain't no trust. You know what I'm saying? You come up short. Dog, you're getting that shit. Motherfucker owed the homie 50 racks, dog. That's a lot of fucking money, dog. 50 racks, dog. Oh, motherfucker, 50 racks. Homie said, motherfucker, I get it. I told him, I said, hey, fool, fucking fucking my is gonna be pissed off. I don't care. All right. You make call, motherfuckers end up dead. And there haven't been no murders or nothing in Rocky Point, dog. Macho Preto kept that place safe, dog. Like, Macho Preto didn't allow no problems in Rocky Point, dog. The two of them fucking murders happened, dog. And then motherfuckers post that shit on my Facebook, clowning, dog. Like, you're stupid, fool. Next thing you know, Macho Preto, he want to see one. Hey, come on. Ah, fool. I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, hey, fool, what's he gonna say? Nothing, fool. He's just gonna talk shit. I'm just gonna sit there and listen, and then fucking when he's done talking shit, and fucking walk away. That's it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Blake Drackett, will you stop cussing? I go to church. what is? Listen. What does you going to church have to do with me cussing? Is cussing a sin? Show me in the book of Leviticus where it says shit, fuck, goddamn is a sin. If you can't tell me that that's a sin, then you're sensitive. So is your church. Listen, church is right here, out here. You want to talk about Jesus Christ or what? Ask a question about Jesus Christ. Don't sit here and make no request. I ain't doing none of that. That ain't no sin. That's your sensitivities. That's your own immorality. We ain't gonna go there with that. Nuh-uh, not today, not tonight, not this evening. Do you keep the Sabbath? Friday at sundown till Saturday at sundown? Which Jesus Christ did, because if you don't, then you're living in sin. So how you gonna sit here and tell me what I can and cannot be saying if you don't keep the Sabbath? Huh? Do you covet? Huh? Do you idol worship? I bet you got a crucifix on. I bet you got all kind of pictures of Jesus Christ, all kind of different colors of shit on. That's idolatry, buddy. Even going to that church house where that motherfucking altar is idolatry. You didn't know that? The earth is God's fucking footstool. The heavens is his throne. So that right there ain't even a toilet bowl. What are you talking about? The realist, bro, you capping. Why you listening, stupid? Some more trolling, Norfolk way, bro. Forget he YT. Forget who YT. You fools be coming on there with some, bro. What are you guys talking about? Do you know what you're talking about? You wanted some attention? Here, let me give you some attention right at the park, bro. Hey, you couldn't keep up with the conversation, huh? You can't keep up with the conversation. You want me to keep the camera still right there? Hey, how about if I just keep the camera on, don't say nothing? Would that like suit all of you guys? Would that make you all of you little trolls happy? All of the sensitive watchers, viewers? You guys act like you're underage. So what if I just put this on? Will you watch my show? Will you subscribe and like? Will you donate to it if I just did that? You know what I'm saying? Like, one real one. We cuss, we scream, we yell. You don't like, simply leave your for real. Make it the fuck on, man. I don't know why they do that, man. Sensitive O'Carriers, man. Go crash out at fucking Waffle House or fucking Taco Bell or some shit, dude. You know what I mean? Don't be stop crashing out in people's comments with your sensitivities, dude. If you don't, hey, listen, every content creator says that shit. If you don't like it, go watch something else, dude. You know what I mean? I guess if you're over here watching me, then you ran out already, huh? There ain't nowhere else to turn. I got the last of the flies. Would a ghetto boy sing? Hey man, motherfuckers get mad, bro. Like, I don't know. I ain't got nothing but love, homie. That's real shit. And people, you can tell by the way I talk and everything. That's a big, beautiful dog. That's a beautiful dog, sir. That's a real friendly dog. That's a cool dog, dude. We grown here, period, for reals, bro. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. Hey, bro, I'm just trying to live my life. I'm trying to just do what's best for me. You know what I mean? That is a pretty dog, huh? Hey, you see that? I don't know. I need me a dog. I was gonna say something that was offensive, and it's offensive to me to even say that. It's offensive to my own taste to say that. You know what I mean? To compare and contrast a woman to. You know what I mean? My point was his companionship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't getting at nothing else, you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to be offensive, but I was just thinking about the companionship. Yeah. You gotta understand something. I've been single and celibate 12 years. Listen, my hope and prayer is on a wife. See, I met a woman a long time ago, dude. I met a woman during that time I'm talking about over there in Texas, during all that whole shindig. She was following me the whole time. I didn't even know till we met, till she set me up. That's a cold piece. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Listen, that shit scared the shit out of me. She knows it did. I told her that shit. Like, you, you can't be you can't be watching me that close, man. You ain't supposed to be watching. Listen, you is not supposed to be watching me so close that you can get me right here. No, dude. And the homies didn't seem to understand this shit. Like, dog, you fools are dumb. You, we're going walking into a trap. You thinking like, man, I mean, it was all good and all safe there. You know what I mean? Like, I love that she did that. You know what I'm saying? But fuck, dog, you showing signs of weakness, homie. And I was right there. Listen, you have to understand something. I was leaving. I was leaving to the Midwest. I got a warrant. I got a warrant for gun charges here in Phoenix. I'm in Texas. I'm leaving out of Waco on a Greyhound with 2 pounds of methamphetamine wrapped up in electrical tape, one in each pocket. And like I was saying earlier, I wear shorts underneath my shit. So I got a pair of basketball shorts on with fucking a pound in each pocket, and I got a pair of Gucci Gucci sweats over. Man, I'm all the way to the Midwest on a bus, fucking up to fucking Little Rock, Arkansas, and with a deputy sheriff from Little Rock, Arkansas, with them two pizzas in my pocket. The cold thing is, he's a Iraqi war veteran, right? He couldn't stand them Iraqis. He called them the sand S words. He hated them, but he loved everybody else. He good people. Dead ass like he's really good people. He did not like them motherfuckers over there, bro. And he had some crazy ass stories though. And it was funny because like I go into what's called because I had some coke. I took some coke for the trip, right? So I go in a restaurant. I do it to some coke, right? I come back right there, and then and like that fool right after I come back, here go, and then come back and this motherfucker get to rambling again, dude. Like all right, yeah, because I just be kicked back, you know what I mean? Let it go and then they'll just kind of die down and shit, you know what I mean? And like doo 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 doo, and then like shh, I gotta use the restroom, dog. You know what I mean? And motherfucker be back at it again, dude. So keep this in mind. I got this trip with this warrant, and I'm in the trap in Waco. And the last time I had been in the trap, I had to run some fools off from Texas Syndicate. So I don't want to go, dude. Like, homie hits me up. He's like, hey, we need you to go meet this chick right now, potential client. I'm like, nah, fuck no, dude. I gotta go take this trip. I'm trying to relax and get my mind for this fucking trip. Nah, fool, you gotta go. Fool, there, it's the one. All right. Like, they dragged me over there, dude. So we go to the strip club and we're getting introduced through a mutual friend. But she set the shit up, so you know what I mean. And I'm not comfortable with the shit, dude. I'm not, and I'm telling them, I'm not comfortable with this shit, fool. Man, it's some female dog. You're tripping, fool. You're just like, yeah, I know I am, motherfucker. You're stupid, dude. I don't know who the fuck this is. I don't know nothing about this. All I know is I got this shit sitting right here. I got, man, fuck that. I end up going, man. So that's how I tell you, like. And that was something that I trained all the homies, dude. I taught that shit all the homies, dog. Like, one thing about me, I'll get any motherfucker, because one thing I'm gonna figure out is your vices. I'm gonna figure out what character dangled in front of your face to get you to go there, dude. And that's one thing they couldn't do with me. That was one thing they could never fucking do with me. There was never gonna be nothing like that, dude. Listen, dude, I'm ready to die. I don't give a fuck about nothing you're gonna throw in my face, dude. I'll kill you and that shit. And like, so I mean, for her, she just you know what I mean. Like, she has a thing for bad boys. Now, mind you, she's a Baylor graduate. You know what I mean. Like, she's a military brat who moves from San Diego. She's born in San Diego, moves to Waco at 14. You couldn't tell, you know what I mean. But like I said, dude, in that environment, you're the hyper vigilance. You know what I mean. It's like it's mind blowing. I mean, you can't imagine because you'll never be there. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it. But like the whole point of that was love. And for me, myself, you know what I mean? For me, it's always worth the wait. It's worth the sacrifice of all things for love. You know what I mean? Like, even my life, even my life, because this is the thing. I come out here to do what I love to do. And you know what? I have a message. And if it's gonna cost me my life, then it's gonna cost me my life. And it cost my Lord and Savior his life. You know what I'm saying? It costs a whole bunch of people their lives too. You know what I mean? To matter a damn in this world. And I'll be damned if I don't. Especially when I've done so much, destructive shit in my life, you know what I mean? Like I owe it to myself to do better. You know what I mean? Like I owe it to myself to show better. I'm out here daily. The real one, when you feel something is off, leave, don't look back. Shh, females can be on one, all my besties dudes. That's how I say, like, I'm someone who lacks trust, like the suspicious person that I am, and with the instincts that I have, you know what I mean? Like, I have to, like, one of the things about myself right now, as a man at my age, and I'm conditioning myself that for a woman is that because I have such keen insights, you know what I mean? And like I have to be careful about how I question things. You know what I mean? Because like people are suspicious by nature themselves also. You know what I mean? So when like it can always trigger negative reaction. You know what I mean? And like I play too much, dude. I'm a kid at heart. I'm a little boy, dude. I really am. That's everything that you see really is that. It's like when you see me getting turned up and all this shit, that's just really this little that's just really just a fucking kid. It's just a smart ass kid, fucking grown man's ass mind and experience. That's all it is. But the reality of it is it makes sense in context. You know, I come here and I do what I do out of love for myself, right? And I express myself as I do. Even what is negative, it's a negative expression of myself and the life that I've lived and what I know is wrong and what people are living today. Therein lies the rub. Therein creates the conflict that happens far too often with too many people is that there's no progress in their lives because they're not aiming towards nothing. I'm in the pursuit of love, not money. You see what I'm saying? Like they're in pursuit of fame and money. You know what I mean? Like they want to be these YouTube celebrities. So they have an interest in these numbers as if it matters. And I've always said that they're watching me. I'm influencing them. So it doesn't matter. So long as I keep running, I'm going to keep running over them. It doesn't matter. Listen, the toilet always gets stuffed up when you flush too much shit in it. And that's what always happens. I just run right through it. And look at them. Listen. It's predictable. I called Dubs out on that long time ago. Like you can go check the numbers on his Wes Watson videos. As soon as he figured out that he was doing best on Wes, he was doing like really big numbers on Wes Watson. You'll notice that he started doing like he just started going after Wes Watson because he started going after Wes Watson's numbers. They're just cloud chasers. That's all it is. They're just Hollywood whores trying to get attention. You know what I mean? It's like I said, I do this for the love of life itself. You know what I mean? I come on here as an expression of my life itself. Is it not? No, and no matter how just it gets, it's all an expression of my own life, right? Does it not prove that my channel is true when it says that Daniel Saiz's rose grows in stones? a word play on the Tupac poem? Does it not stand true when you see those stones being cast? You see, in the moments when I sound professorial or like I sound like a pastor and I'm preaching, that's when they chime in with all that silly shit. You ever notice that? You ever notice that they always nitpick. They'll find one thing to get that whole thread stopped, and they use that deceitfulness. What kind of liar will come on there and say that? Use Jesus Christ to say that? You know what kind would do that? A female who would lie and go and say that if you send me money, I will give this to the kids. That type of woman, but that will spend it on herself. That owes people money. That kind. You know, the content of the character shows by what people do. I show a far greater appreciation for what people do, the gifts or whatever, even the view, because people are taking time out of their day to stop and watch, right? And that to me is more valuable than anything because the longer I can hold one's attention and I can get people to think, you know, and challenge them to think, you know, especially if you disagree. But more so if you agree, then you learn more so because you're going and searching for yourself. And what you do know is confirmed. So you just proceed to grow yourself. But of course, there's always going to be those that lag behind in class. There's always going to be. I call this shit out all the time. There's always going to be that little kid that lags mentally, that feels inferior, and they gotta always interrupt because the conversation got too much. Ain't nobody called on them in this course though, right? They're the ones who calling on to interrupt. There ain't nobody saying nothing to make them feel like they got to be that way, right? Now I understand in the classroom when a little boy gets called on and gets showed up, and you know he feels a little insecure and want to act up about what he don't know, because that's what they show when they do that. It shows what they don't know. It when they do that, it shows exactly what they do not know. It shows the depths of their mentality. It shows their interest, what most interests them. You know what I mean? Because I can't even wear a handkerchief. It's called a handkerchief. It's called a handkerchief. People blow their nose with it. You know what I mean? People typically, that's what it was for. It wasn't a gang fucking thing. You know what I mean? Mine in particular was my brother's, and it has his image on it, and then blood on it. And I can't even wear that without somebody showing their true colors. All they did was peek out the window in their goddamn house, looked out, and they saw me right there in their neighborhood. Hey, homie, what you doing here with that on? Homie, get your ass, man, close that blind. Who's that peeking in my window? You fools be looking scary as fuck out there doing that stupid shit, dude. You threatening a man at a park with a good time, but you ain't showing up. You gonna threaten a man at a park with a good time, but you ain't gonna show up. I'm gonna end this one right now. It's getting dark out, and I've been on for over an hour, and I just want to stay consistent, man. I had to jump on this one. I ain't gonna lie. I was off into some other shit, and totally forgot. And then I seen, I was like, oh, I got enough time to at least catch this sun. So I owe it to the audience who's faithful to come on here. You know what I mean? Show the love and support. You know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody tapping in. And be sure when you tap in, shout out where you're coming from, man, so we know your time zone. You know what I mean? We know exactly where you're tapping in from. You tap in with respect, you get the respect, man. You want yourself and your city and your loved ones shouted out. You know what I mean? You got to bring them here with respect, bro. If you're gonna bring that all here with disrespect, then expect that shit to be disrespected, dude. That's anywhere you go in life, man. Respect is a given. If you still trying to earn respect, you need to grow up and you learn. Respect is a key, real one, for reals. We out.